Hello guys, I hope you are doing okay. Today we are going to learn about Fibonacci, and before we proceed, I just want to explain a little bit more uh, about what Fibonacci truly is. Okay, so let's say you are in a bearish trend, right? And market was consolidating up, down, up, down, up, down. This is your starting point. Let's say that's your starting point. This is your impulse leg. The impulse leg is always the longest, right? So after every consolidation, there is an impulse leg, right? So with this impulse leg, what market does is it stops right here at the initial structure low. The initial structure low is a point where market decides to retrace, going for our outside return. So how do you find your outside return? Very simple. There's a tool we call Fibonacci retracement. I'll draw this tool from my starting point all the way down to my initial structure high, to my initial structure low. Yeah. So with this drawn in, I know that markets might retrace all the way to this level here, to 23 here. You see? Market might retrace all the way till 23. So market will just bounce off here, retrace to 23, or will bounce to 38 or 50. I'll go over it again. Anytime market gives you this kind of move, right? How do you trade it? It's very easy. You take your Fibonacci retracement, starting from your starting point all the way down to your initial structure low, right? Now you know the market will retrace to 23 or 38 for your outside return. Look at it carefully. Market will go all the way up to 23 to the outside return. In cases whereby the trend is a bullish trend, for instance, like this, in cases like this, what happens to the market? I'll explain. In cases like this, market decides to go up, right? But we don't know where market is going to. So let's say market gives an impulse leg going up. How do you measure this with Fibonacci? The same rule. Swing low, swing high, right? Market is going to come all the way to where? 23, 38, 50, or so on. So now let's look at this chart here. Let's try and find our outside returns and how market was playing out and everything. Okay. So let's say market is consolidating here. This will be my starting point here. Now I'm trying to find where market decided to turn, which was here. So market decided to turn here, right? So where will price go to if I notice this, I know for a fact that I'm going to sell. Market decided to turn here. I could have sold and taken my first profit at 23.60. Look at it carefully. It has so many levels. It went across 23.60, came all the way down to 38, bounced off 50, and pushed up. Many a times, when all these levels can't hold, 50 would always hold. In cases whereby 50 doesn't hold, that means that the trend has changed. I hope you understand. Look at this carefully. I'll go over it again. Okay, let me go over it again. In cases where you find market retracing, this is consolidation, right? Let me indicate it with a box, right? After this consolidation, market gives an impulse leg, right? This is the impulse leg that market gave. So you draw from your starting point all the way to where market decided to turn at here. Now, you don't know where market is going to, but the moment you plot in your Fibonacci retracements, you know that price will retrace always to 23. So if you sold here, you know for sure that you're going to take your profit here. Also, this is a level of resistance. Which candles do you find here? Big green, small red, or even a doji, which means the market is going down. Look at it carefully. Nice. Let's look for more setups. Today we're learning about Fibonacci, we learn about the retracements, then we'll learn about some other tools too as well. Okay, so this was a retracement here, right? After this retracement, where was the breakout? Let me indicate again. This was the retracement, right? Price was retracing here. Price was consolidating here. After this consolidation, this was the breakout. Price went all the way up to here. This was where price decided to turn. Price, I know that price couldn't break above here, so price turned, going all the way down to 23. Do you see it? Price went all the way down to 23. Now, with price going all the way down to 23, price broke 23, came to 38. 50 couldn't hold. 50 was our outside return, right? Our initial structure high here. 50 couldn't hold. So what did 50 do? It bounced back up again, then decided to give up. It went all the way down. Now this trend is no longer an uptrend anymore. It is now a downtrend. Do you see it? Okay, let's find more. You can see here, market was consolidating. After this consolidation, market pushed all the way down, right? You can see if you should draw your Fibonacci retracement inside from this point all the way to here. After market pushed all the way down, what happened? Price went all the way up, 38, then decided to fall back down again. So it can happen over and over and over and over again. It will never change. It will happen over and over and over again. See this consolidation here? What happened here? Starting point, initial structure low, right? Market decided to turn here. Market turned here to where? All the way to where? 50. Market stopped at 50. Market decided to go back down. See how simple this is? Okay. Now we're going to learn about a second tool, which I call your Fibonacci extension. Now, what the extension does is it shows you future structure highs or structure lows. So it is very, very easy to use this tool because it's user friendly and you can you can make so much money and be very profitable if you know how best to use your Fibonacci extension. Now, this is how your Fibonacci extension looks like. I'm going to draw it here to here. That's how your extension looks like. The major points in the extension you must always focus on is the 1.272, 1.4141, and your 1618. Those are the important points you must always look out for. I'm going to show you how to use this. So let's say you noticed the price was going down after this consolidation here, right? Let me indicate the consolidation here, right? Market was consolidating here. Look at it carefully. Now, after this consolidation here, market gave us an impulse move, right? So this was the impulse move. Do you see it? Now, market decided to turn here. Now, with market turning here, market went all the way up and stopped at where? 50. Do you see it? Now, how do I decide where market will go again after this 50 move? Very, very simple. I take my Fibonacci extension, the same way I plotted it in, I'll plot it. Click from the up there. When I get to down there, I click again. I move it all the way up, right? Now I can see I have my levels here, 1.27, 1.4. So let's move. Let's see what the market holds for us now. Okay, so after that move here, see what happened? Price went up to 50. Price came all the way down. See what happened? Price came to 127. You'd have taken your profits here in future. Price crossed again the 1.114. You'd have taken profit. Price went again to 1.168, 1.618. Let me explain again what this tool does. This tool identifies initial structure highs or structure lows. It tells you where market is going to in future. Look at it well. After this impulse leg to here, market went all the way back up to where? Market went all the way up to here, right? To here. Now, with this move being established, you know that this is your starting point, this is your initial structure low, this is your outside return, right? Now, your outside return will always happen if you know your Fibonacci retracement. So if I do this, it will clearly show me where market stopped at. Market stopped right at 50, my Fib retracement of 50. It couldn't break above it. Why? Because if I look to my left, structure leaves closed. This is also an outside return here. So market stopped right in line with this. Do you see it? Good. Now, right after this move, guess what happened? Markets came all the way down to here. Maybe you would have targeted selling from here, taking your profit at 23 or 38. After this move, then what? How do you know where market is going to go again? What you do is you use your Fibonacci extension. The same way you plot from up, because it's a bearish move, you start from up, drag it all the way down to where price turned at, right? Click there and drag all the way back up again. Once you're here, you click again. Now, with this being done, I am telling myself that market is going to go all the way to 127.2 in future, 1.414 or 1.618. So in other words, if I am selling, I know that this is my future take profits where markets would go to, and it always happens. Do you see it? Okay, let's take another one again so I explain. So let's say you are trading, right? And you see this consolidation happen here. And this was your initial starting point and your outside and your initial structure low, right? So I draw my Fibonacci from here all the way down to here. Market went all the way up to 38, couldn't break 38, it decides to go down. Now, how do I know where market is going to? Simple. I take my retracement and my Fib extension, right? I click all the way from here to down and back up again. So what I'm saying is my target is for price to reach 127, 1.14, or 168. Let's see. See? Price came all the way down to 127, 1.14, and 168. So this can be your first take profit, second take profit, third take profit. There are many times whereby price wouldn't even reach 1.14. It will just reach here, then decides to go back. You know, it is very, very simple. It is very, very simple. I'm telling you. Let me explain another one again for a bearish move. So price is consolidating here, right? Look at it carefully. Price is consolidating here. After this consolidation, price gives an impulse leg. This is your starting point. This is your initial structure low. You know? What I do is I take my Fibonacci retracement from here to my initial structure low. See what happened? Price went up, reached 23, couldn't break it, went back down. Now, how will I know where price is going to? Simple. I take my Fib extension the same way from up, down to where price turned at, then drag it back up again, right? Now, my target is 127.2. Let's see if price went there. So price retraced, went back up, but guess what? Price came all the way down to 127.8, 1.14, 168. See how accurate this is? It is so accurate. So accurate. Do you see it? Okay. So that is it for Fibonacci retracement and extension. Now, I'm going to show you another way in which you can look out for trades. It is very, very simple. If you follow it, you will be profitable. Before that, let me explain again. So market goes up, price is consolidating here. Price gives an impulse leg all the way down to here, right? So you want to find where price is going to. Simple. Fibonacci extension. From up there to down here, click, drag it back up again, click. Price should come to 127.2, 1.14, or 168. See? Let's see what happened. So price came here, didn't even reach our target, went back up. Price was just playing here, but eventually, see, price came. Do you see it? So it's patience. It is patience. It has to do most of the time with patience. Now, I'm also going to teach you about an ABCD pattern. How you can use ABCD pattern. So let's just say most of the time the market moves in nice ways, right? Whereby the move from A to B will be the same length as from C to D. So let's say you have this guy here from all the way up here to here, right? Then price retraces up to here. Price will come down again from there to here, right? Now, most of the times, a good harmonic pattern states that the same level from here to here will be the same level from here to there. Do you see it? So price normally does this. So if I see this move here, and now I'm using my Fib extension, I can draw from here to here, again back up. I'm targeting 127, 1.14, 1.16 if it reaches there. Remarkably, price comes all the way down, price reaches there. You have taken your profits, profit, profit. You're out of the game. Do you see how simple this is? All I want you to do now is go through your charts, look out for patterns, look out for how market consolidates. So let's say, for instance, here, I'm going to give you a good example again for a bullish one. Market was consolidating here, right? Look at it carefully. Show me where you can find where market decides to turn. So market came all the way here. Now market decides to turn here, right? So if you were in this trade, market decides to stop here and turn, you would have sold the small initial outside return here. The outside return, your price came all the way down to 23. Price came down to 23, and guess what? Price bounced up. Now, how would we know where price is going to? Let me just keep the chart like this. How would we know where price is going to? Simple. After this consolidation here and this impulse leg, what I do is I draw in our wonderful tool, Fib extension. It shows us where market is going to, right? So I plot from the lowest to where price decided to turn at. I click there, I drag it back down again. Where is my target? My target is 127.2, 1.14, and 160. So after price did this move here, stopped at 23 here, price pushed up, touched 127.2. We've taken your first profit, touched 1.14, we've taken your third profit, price went up here. Let's see if price broke through. Price consolidated here for a while, price broke through again. So you can do the same thing. After this consolidation move, you can still do the same thing, right? Let's check this one. Price was consolidating here. Do you see it here? Let's see what price is going to do. You draw in your Fibonacci from the lowest. Sorry, let me remove this. You draw in your Fibonacci from the lowest all the way to the highest. Let me put it here. I'll extend it all the way to the highest here, right? Now you're looking for where price is going to turn. So Price turned all the way down to where? Price came all the way down to 23, broke 23, came down to 38, broke 38, came down again to 50. 50 was holding small for us. Then all of a sudden it went up, then broke again. Now, if I draw a horizontal line at 61.8, right? At 61.8. Let me put it beneath here, on the wick here. If you look to your left, what do you see? Price will always come to the initial structure high. Remember our previous lesson? Price will always come to our initial structure high. So you do not immediately just go and draw in your fib extension because price broke all this level. So there should be something that's happening in this market. You know, price will always respect your initial structure high. So after this move, with price doing this, you've taken your profit selling. Now, what is price doing again? Price is consolidating. We all know what we do when price is consolidating. You look for the impulse leg. So again, let me draw my box here so you can identify this pattern. This is the pattern here. The impulse leg will be from here to here, right? That is where price decides to turn. So I'll draw my Fibonacci all the way from here till here. I'm saying price will come all the way to 23. Yeah, price went all the way to 23. So if you were buying, you could have bought here to 23. Wait, if it breaks above 23, you can continue buying. But I couldn't break up above it, it continued going down. So how would I find my future targets, my future take profit? It's very, very simple. Take your fib extension from here all the way down here, click all the way back up. Your target should be what? 127.2, 1.14, 168. Okay, let's see if it went that way. See? After numerous consolidations and everything, price finally came down to where? Crossed 127, crossed 1.4, and even touched 168. So it is patient. See? Price crossed it. So I want you to practice this over and over and over again in your chats till you get it well. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message and I'll gladly explain everything to you. You must know that with Fibonacci, there are key levels you must always look out for. And how do you find your Fibonacci retracements? In TradingView, that's it here. If you click here, you can actually see it there. Fib retracement, and you have your trend-based fib extension. So these are the two things I use. And it is very, very helpful. You know? So yeah, try this out for today's lesson on Fibonacci. Try this out. It is very, very helpful. The market will constantly do the same thing. Let's check what the market is doing now here. Currently here, you can see there's a level of consolidation, right? Check this out. There's a level of consolidation here. So right now we're waiting for the impulse leg, then we will know what to do. See here, market was going up because of the impulse move here. Market went up, market came down, did its own thing, but here market seems to be consolidating. So we're just waiting for a good move up, then we will know how best to attack this market. I hope you enjoyed this. Do let me know if you don't understand anything. I will gladly go over again because I want everyone to understand everything I'm teaching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Never stop learning. Let's make some good profits.